Dear students, in the last chapter, that is human reproduction, we have learnt about human reproductive system and its function. Now let us discuss a closely related topic, reproductive health. Reproductive health refers to healthy reproductive organs with normal functions. Reproductive health refers to healthy reproductive organs with normal functions. According to WHO or World Health Organization, reproductive health means a total well-being in all aspects of reproduction, that is physical, emotional, social and behavioral. According to World Health Organization, reproductive health refers to a total well-being in all aspects of reproduction, that is physical, emotional, social and behavioral. Therefore, a society with people having physically and functionally normal reproductive organs and normal emotional and behavioral interactions among them in all sex-related aspects might be called reproductively healthy society. Reproductively healthy society is nothing but a society with people having physically and functionally normal reproductive organs. That means males having physically and functionally normal male reproductive organs and females having physically and functionally normal female reproductive organs and normal emotional and behavioral interaction among them in all sex related aspects might be called as reproductively healthy society. Why is it significant to maintain reproductive health? And what are the methods taken up to achieve the reproductive health? Now we'll discuss these two concepts. That is problems of reproductive health and strategies of reproductive health. In the world, India was the first country who initiated action plans and programs like family planning at a national level to attain total reproductive health as a social goal. In the world, India was the first country who initiated the action plans and programs at a national level in order to attain total reproductive health. First, let us discuss about the problems of reproductive health. What are the major problems of reproductive health? First one is having a little knowledge of personal hygiene and hygiene of reproductive organs. Individuals having little or very less knowledge of personal hygiene means cleanliness and hygiene or cleanliness of reproductive organs. When people are having very less knowledge regarding the personal cleanliness or hygiene of reproductive organs, that may cause the sexually transmitted diseases. Sexually transmitted diseases means diseases which are transmitted from one person to another person through sexual contact. This is the first problem. Then second problem is early marriages lead to high maternal and infant mortality rates. Early marriages lead to or child marriage. Early marriages or child marriages lead to high maternal and infant mortality rates. Child marriages or early marriages leads to the death of the mother as well as the death of the infant. This is the second problem. Then third problem is due to lack of awareness, there has been a rapid increase in population size. Due to lack of awareness, population size has been increased in a rapid rate. Then fourth important problem is people encourage beliefs in myths and misconceptions about sex related issues. People encourage beliefs in myths, means false allegations and misconceptions about sex related issues. These are the four major problems of reproductive health. Now let us discuss about strategies of reproductive health. First one is family planning. Family planning programs were initiated as early as in 1951. Family planning programs were initiated in 1951 to achieve the reproductive health. Reproductive and child health care programs. Reproductive and child health care (RCH) programs were launched in 1997 for creating awareness among people about various reproduction related aspects. In order to create awareness among the people about various reproduction related aspects and providing facilities and support for building up a reproductively healthy society. For these two reasons, reproductive and child health care or RCH programs were launched in 1997. Then next strategy. With the help of audio visual aids, means advertisement, print media like a newspaper, books, both government and non-government agencies are engaged in creating awareness among people about reproduction related aspects. With the help of audio visual aids, it may be a radio or it may be a television, and print media, it may be a newspaper. Both government and non-governmental NGOs are engaged in creating awareness among the people about reproduction related aspects. Next strategy is encouraging the sex education in schools to give the right knowledge or information to children and save them from myths and misconceptions about sex related aspects. Educating the children regarding the sex related aspects by encouraging sex education in schools, particularly in high school level. Next one is proper information about reproductive organs, adolescence and related changes, safe and hygienic sexual practices and sexually transmitted diseases should be given. Proper information should be given to the individuals regarding the reproductive organs, how the male reproductive organs are, how the female reproductive organs are, what are the importance of such reproductive organs. Then giving proper information about adolescence. Adolescence is a stage present between childhood and adulthood, particularly teenage. What are the changes which are taking place physically and mentally and socially in the teenage individuals? Then safe and hygienic sexual practices. One should give proper information about the safe and hygienic sexual practices and sexually transmitted diseases like AIDS, then herpes, etc. Next strategy is educating the people about available birth control options. Educating the people about birth control options. Such knowledge should be given to the young couples, fertile couples, and those in marriageable age group. Then care for pregnant mothers, postnatal care of the mother and child, importance of breastfeeding, and equal opportunities for the male and female child. Educating the people about available birth control, how to control the number of children in the family, that is birth control options. Then how to care the pregnant woman and how to care the postnatal care of the mother and child, means after the delivery, how one should take care about the mother and newly born baby. Then importance of the breastfeeding, equal opportunities for the male and female child, means both male and female child are equal. Such knowledge should be given to the people of the society. It would address the importance of bringing up socially conscious, healthy families of desired size. It would address or it would help to create awareness about the importance of bringing up socially conscious, healthy families of desired size, means small families. Next one is awareness of problems due to uncontrolled population growth and social evils like sex abuse and sex related crimes, etc. One should create awareness of problems which occurs due to uncontrolled population growth. Then one should create awareness about sex abuse and sex related crimes, etc., which are need to be created to enable the people to think and take up necessary steps to prevent this, to prevent the sex abuse or to prevent the sex related crimes. Thereby one can build up a socially responsible and healthy society. Then one more strategy is statutory ban on amniocentesis. Statutory ban on amniocentesis. Amniocentesis is a fetal sex determination test based on the chromosomal pattern present in the amniotic fluid surrounding the developing embryo. Amniotic fluid surrounds the developing embryo. In that amniotic fluid, chromosomes are present. Based on the chromosomal pattern in the amniotic fluid, one can test the sex of the baby. So amniocentesis is a method of a fetal sex determination based on the chromosomal pattern in the amniotic fluid surrounding the developing embryo. So, statutory ban on amniocentesis for sex determination to legally check increasing female feticide. Amniocentesis should be statutory banned in order to control the female feticides. Female feticides is nothing but killing of female fetus during the pregnancy period itself. After knowing the sex of the baby, suppose that baby is girl, then sometimes the couple decide to kill the baby or they may go for abortions in order to control the female feticide or killing of girl babies during pregnancy. In order to control this increasing female feticides legally, amniocentesis should be banned statutory. So these are the important strategies of reproductive health. Thank you.